Good morning, everyone. This is your English class, and today we are going to study our next chapter, chapter number 5, verbs modals. So, modals, helping verbs, we are going to study today. Let's read and understand. Defining a modal. Modals are verbs used to express the mood or attitude of the speaker. They are also called modal auxiliaries. Modals are used to give advice, seek or give permission, make suggestion, make polite requests, give invitation, etc. The most commonly used modals are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to, need, dare. So dear students, here we are going to understand modal verbs, or we can say modal auxiliary verbs, right? As we have understood about tenses, so we have used their helping verbs. So same we use modal helping verbs or modal auxiliary verbs. In tenses, we tells the state, like we tell the state of happening, state of completion, state of partial complete and partial incomplete things. But in modal helping verbs, we tell something else like advice, permission, suggestion, polite request, invitation, possibilities. Means apart from states, whatever is left, we tell those things by the help of modal auxiliary verbs, right? So these are the important modal auxiliary verbs like can, could, may, might, will, would, should, shall, must, ought to, need, and dare. So let's read point number B. Asking for giving permission. May, can, and could. So dear students, for taking permission, we can use may, can, and could, depending on the situation. Okay, let's read this. Preeti, Mama, I am away full hungry. Can I eat these butter toasts? Mother says that, why not? You can eat all of them if you like. Sentence number 2, Vinay to a neighbor. Could I use your phone, please? Mr. Bhushan, yes, you are welcome. Third sentence, Ritu to the teacher. Ritu says her teacher, may I go to medical room? Ma'am, I'm feeling giddy. Yes, teacher says that, yes, please do. Can informal, may formal, could very polite. The choice depends on the situation and the speaker's reactions to the listener. So dear students, here we have to understand that whenever we want to take permission or give permission, in that case, we can use three modal helping verbs. One is means first is may, second is can, and third is could. And now we have to understand when we have to use may and when we have to use can and when we have to use could. So can we need to use when our situation is informal, means to whom we are going to take permission. With that person, our relation is informal. So for the informal relation, you can use can. And for formal relation, you can use may. And for showing very politeness, very polite request, you can use could. Let's understand once again. So with whom you are going to take permission, if your relation with that person is informal. Informal means there is a no formality. You are frank with that person. Okay, there is a no hesitation if you talk with him or her. So that relation is informal, like our friends, our parents, our brother and sisters. So if you talk with them, so there is a no need to do any formality. Our relation is quite frank with them. Okay, so that relation is called informal. So if we want to take with such persons, so we need to use can. If I like want to take permission from my brother, so I will say that, can I eat your ice cream? Can I take your pen? Can I take your notebook? Because our relation is informal, right? But when our relation is formal, with whom we are going to take permission, in that case we should use may. Like whenever you take permission from your teachers, you always use may. You say that, may I go to sir? May I come in, sir? Okay, So may is used when we are taking permission with such persons with whom our relations are informal, sorry, formal. Okay, then we have to use may. Formal means where we have to do formality, right? Like a relation of a student of and student and of a teacher. Okay, so these type of relation are called formal relation. Any junior officer, whenever he or she takes permission from his senior officer, so that relation is also formal. So for taking formal permission, we should use may, and could also you can use instead of may and can. Okay, but when you are going to make very polite request, then you can use could. Instead of may, you can say that, sir, could I go there? Sir, could I come in? Yes. So may, can, and could. These three words you can use whenever you need to take permission or you need to give permission. When relation is informal, you should use can. When relation is formal, you should use may. When you want to show very polite request, in that case, you can use could. Next point, C point. Asking for things can, could, will, may. Same thing I have told you, dear students. Means asking for things means taking permission. So whenever we take permission, so we can use can, may, could, and now fourth word also we can use, that is will. You can also use will whenever you ask for doing anything. So you ask for things, right? Let's see some examples are written here. To ask for things, we normally use can or could. जब हमें किसी को चीज लेनी होती है तो हम can और could को use करते हैं. Like, can I have those pillows cover, please? Could you pass on the salt, please? So now we have used here can and could. So dear student, here you can also use may and will, right? May is also possible, but being very formal, it is not preferred. However, we can use will if we like. Will you pass on the salt, please? So we have to understand, dear students, here, like can we can use according to situation. According to situation, we can use could, we can use may also when situation is formal, when relation is formal. And next point we have to understand, will also we can use. We can say that, will you come with me? Can you come with me? Could you come with me? May you come with me? Depending upon the situations, right? Now please come on the exercise number 1. Fill in the blanks with can, could, or may, keeping in mind the speaker and the person being addressed. So dear students, this exercise we have to do, and we can fill either may or can or could. But we need to understand the situation and the speaker or who is being addressed, right? So head boy, first sentence, head boy to sports in charge. So sports in charge is a sir or teacher. So for relation is formal. So head boy says that, sir, I be excused from attending tomorrow's meeting. So we can use here may, sir, may I be excused for attending tomorrow's meeting? Why we need to use may? Because our relation means the relation of head boy and teacher is formal. When the formal relation, whenever we take permission, we need to use may. Next, child to his mother, I don't want to eat this porridge. I have some aloo pranthas instead. So now child is saying to his mother, means I don't like this porridge, I want to eat this. Can or may we can use here, but you can see that relation is informal. There is no formality in between the relation of a child and his mother. So we can use here can. Can I have some aloo pranthas instead? Okay, so dear students, rest of sentences of this exercise you need to do by yourself. According to the situation, you have to fill may, can, and could. Now please come on the D point, possibility, ability. Can, could, be able to. We use can to say that something is possible or that somebody has the ability to do something. He can easily stand on his head. A computer can make these lengthy calculation in 10 seconds. Can has only two forms, can present and could past. She can do this exercise in 5 minutes. We're talking about present. She could do this exercise in 5 minutes. Past. Be able to can be used in these tenses. In perfect and future tenses, we have to use be able to. The engineers have been able to locate the fault. We will not be able to help you this time. So dear students, whenever we need to show the ability, we can use can, could, and be able to. Can we can use when we need to show the ability. This ability can be of physical ability or mental ability or any financial ability, any type of ability when we have to show in present. Then we should use can. But when we show ability in past ability, if we show that, then we should use could. And in the same way, if we express the ability of future, so we should use be able to. Let's understand some examples are here. Suppose in Hindi I say that मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकता हूँ. So in this I'm showing the present ability. In this Hindi sentence I'm showing my present ability. If I say that मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकता था, in this I'm expressing my past ability. In future also we can express our ability, like if I'm doing any practice of running and if I say that आने वाले समय में future में मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकूंगा. So this is the future ability, right? Again, understand this. When we show the present ability, we should use could. When we have to show past ability, we should use, in present for can and past for could. And for showing the future ability, we should use will be able to, right? I can run very fast, present ability. I could run very fast, past ability. I will be able to run very fast in future. That's a future ability. Okay. Secondly, we can also use have been able to when we need to show the perfectness, means action is completed. For that sense, we should use have been able to, have been able to, right? Can, could, possibility, ability, capacity to do something in the present and past. Be able to, possibility, ability at all times, means like future. In present we can also use be able to, and in past also we can use be able to, and those things I will discuss later, means next part of this chapter. Now please come on the exercise number 2. Discuss with your partner which of the following activities are possible and then make sentence using can or can't for oral practice. So you have to do, you need to fill either can or can't according to situation. Like one sentence has been done here, smoking in hospital. So we can say that we can't smoke in a cinema hall, not hospital. So same we can say we can't smoke in a hospital. Reading in an aeroplane, so we can say we can read in an aeroplane. Talking in a library, so we can say that we can't talk in a library. So this exercise you have to do for your oral practice. Now please come on the next page and next exercise, exercise number 3. Complete these sentences using can or be able to. Use can if possible, otherwise use be able to. So dear student, you can use can or be able to according to situation. So let's read first sentence. What she says be true, but I don't really think so. What she says can be true, can be true. Always remember, whenever we fill modal helping verbs, we need to use root form. Without root form, we can't fill any modal helping verb. So whenever modal helping verb will come, you need to remember that you have to put their root form, base form. So be is a root form, base form. So what she says, Can be true. Can be true, but I don't really think so. Next, I haven't. So haven't we have written here. So we need to mention here third form plus able to. Like we can mention here, I haven't been able to revise the whole of my syllabus. Means मैं अपना पूरा syllabus revise नहीं कर सका हूँ. Action is completed, but we need to show the ability also. So I haven't been able to revise the whole of my syllabus, right? Sentence number 3. I don't think I'll. I'll means I will be able to attend your sister's wedding. I don't think I will be able to attend your sister's wedding. So in this way, dear students, you have to do this exercise. Three sentences we have done, and rest of you should do by yourself. Let's understand could, was, able to. So could suggest general ability or permission to do something, was able to suggest ability in particular situation. When my father was young, he could easily lift a 200 kg weight. It's a general ability. My father was able to lift heavy box and carry it upstairs. Ability in a particular situation. We could buy tickets in advance. General ability. There was a mad rush for the movie, but we were able to buy tickets in advance in a particular situation. The negative couldn't can be used in all situations. So dear students, in point number E, we have to understand about could and was able to. Even were able to, we can also mention. So could and was or were able to, we can use when we need to show the past ability. When we talk about our past ability, we can use either could or was able to. But when you have to show your general ability, in that case, you should use could. But when you show ability in a particular situation, in that condition, you should use was able to or were able to according to subject. I'll tell you some Hindi examples so that the point will be clear. If you say that I could run very fast, if you say that I could run very fast, and if you say that I was able to run very fast, so I could run very fast means मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकता था. Means I'm telling you my general ability. I had this ability. I had this power to run very fast. But if I say I was able to run very fast, it means I got the chance to run very fast and I ran very fast there. Right? मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकता था और मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सका. Both are telling the different types of ability. मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकता था. In this, I'm telling my general ability. I had the power of running very fast. मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सका. In this, I'm telling that I got the chance to run fast and I ran fast there. Okay. So whenever you talk about your general ability in this, you just tell that you had the power of doing that. You have the ability of doing that. When you did something in the past and you showed your ability, and then you need to use was or were able to according to subject. Right? Could general ability or permission to do something, was able to ability in a particular situation. Same thing I have told you. On the behalf of this understanding, dear students, let's come on the exercise number 4. Look at the flowing drawings and speak out sentences using couldn't and was able to. And one thing I forgot to let you know that the negative couldn't can be used in all situations. Either your situation is general or particular. In both cases, you can use couldn't. Right? So you need to see these pictures and you need to write or say some sentences just for oral practice. In this, you can say that one person is there, he's trying to open the box, but he can't. Second, mountaineer has come there and he has hosted the flag. He has missed the bus and houseful. They haven't taken the tickets. So according to these pictures, you need to say some sentences using couldn't and was able to. So we can say that according to first picture, the burglar couldn't break the safe. Burglar means chore. Next, the mountaineer was able to climb to the peak. Next, he couldn't catch the bus. Next, they couldn't get tickets for the movie. So in this way, you can use couldn't, was able to, could. Now please come on the next exercise. Exercise number 5. Complete these sentences using could, couldn't, be able to. Right? I went to, you have to use could, couldn't, or be able to according to situation, according to the need of sentence. I went to every drugstore, but I dash get the medicine. So we can say here, I went to every drugstore, but I couldn't get the medicine. So couldn't because we need to show the contrast result because we have used but here. Next, sentence number 2. Despite the short notice given to her, she was able to finish the work on time. So we are talking about the past. So we need to use either could or was able to, but we are talking about a particular situation. So in that case, we should use was able to, right? Despite the short notice given to her, she was able to finish the work on time. उसको short notice दिया गया, उसके बावजूद भी उसने अपना work थोड़े समय में पूरा कर दिया, पूरा कर सकी, right? So we have to use here was able to. 2 we have done, and rest of sentences you should do by yourself. Now let's come on that exercise number 6. Fill in the blanks with can, can't, could or couldn't, and one of these verbs. So these fill-ups you have to fill up, like you have to fill using can, can't, could, and couldn't. And along with this, these verbs are written here. You can use any verbs according to the need of sentence, like supply, drive, lead, wait, accept, click. So let's read the first sentence. I am afraid, I any longer, I am already quite late. So we can say that here, I am afraid, I can't wait any longer, I am already quite late. I can't wait any longer. So we need to use present. It was so foggy. Talking about the past, it was so foggy that we very fast. So we can mention here, we couldn't drive very fast, right? So in this way, you will do the rest of exercise. Okay, now please come on the next point, F point. Could to make suggestions, what shall we do? So dear students, whenever we put suggestion and we have to reply, so could we can use. Let's read these sentences. What shall we do this evening? We could play carom. We could go for a walk, long walk. We could go to see a movie. So dear students, whenever we put a suggestion, so we should use shall. When somebody uses shall for putting the question, if you want to answer, then you can use could. Okay. Can is also possible in these sentences, but could is less sure that can, it is more useful to use could. So usually whenever somebody put the question with the should for taking the advice or suggestions, so whenever we have to answer, we can use could. Can is also right, but usually we use could. Like suppose I come in the class and I want to take a suggestion from you, like from you, and I ask, what shall I teach you today? Then you can say that. If you're not sure, you can say that, sir, you could teach us grammar. So you could teach us reader. So you could teach us tenses. Whenever anybody put the question with the shall word for just taking the suggestion, in that, when you answer the question, then you can use could. Okay. Now give suggestions to reply in these questions. Use could. Some clues are provided for oral practice. This exercise also you have to do for your oral practice, right? Like, where shall we go during summer vacation? Darjeeling. So we can say that we could go to Darjeeling. Somebody put the question second means first question. Where shall we park our car? In our neighbor's garage. So we can say that if somebody puts the question with the like shall, so then we can answer. We could park our car in the neighbor's garage. In our neighbor's garage. What book shall I buy for you? We could buy chicken soup for the Indian teens. What shall we have for breakfast? We could have for breakfast pancakes and milk. So in this way, dear students, you have to do practice. Now let's talk about could and could have. Could refers to present, could have refers to some moment in the past. I am so hungry, I could eat dozen of chapatis now. I am so hungry, I was so hungry, I could have eaten dozen of chapatis at some moment in the past. We often use could have to talk about things which were possible but did not happen. He slipped so badly on a banana skin, he could have hurt himself. So dear students, as we understood that could we can use for present, like whenever anyone puts the suggestion, like what shall I do that, then you give the answer, then you can use could there, right? You could, like I told you, you could teach us grammar, you could teach us reader, you could teach us modal auxiliary verbs. So in this way, you can reply with the present with the help of could. Now we have to understand we can use could have plus third form, could have plus third form when we talk about past, right? When we tell about our past ability or past situation, when we could have done something but unfortunately we did not do, in that case you can use could have, right? Suppose there was a cricket match in your school and you are a good like a batsman, you are a good cricketer, and you like know that if you play the cricket definitely your school will win the match, but unfortunately you did not get the chance, you did not reach there and you did not play, then you can say that I could have won the match, I could have won the match. It means that you did not play the cricket match, but if you had played you would have won the match, right? मैं क्रिकेट मैच जीत सकता था. When you want to show this sense with that, but you did not play, but आपने खेला नहीं, अगर मैं खेलता तो जीत जाता, मैं क्रिकेट नहीं खेला. For showing that sense you can use could have plus third form. Okay. He slipped so badly on the banana skin. banana skin पे बहुत बुरे तरीके से गिरा. He could have hurt himself. वो अपने आप को चोट पहुंचा सकता था, but he did not. But ऐसा नहीं हुआ, उसने ऐसा नहीं किया. Okay, for this sense you can use could have plus third form. Could do at present moment, could have done at some moment in the past but did not do. Same thing I have told you. Let's understand exercise number 8. Sentence number firstly exercise. Complete these sentences with could or could have or suitable verb. So you need to fill here could or could have a like and suitable verb. Like first sentence is that why didn't you participate? Why didn't you participate? You dash the tournament. So we know that somebody did not participate. We are telling here like he did not participate. So we can mention here could have plus third form. We can say that why didn't you participate? You could have won the tournament, right? Next, I am feeling so tired. I am feeling so tired. I could sleep any moment. We're talking about the present, so we can use could here because options we have only could. or could have plus third form. My uncle gave me a lift in his car, or I late for school. Means I did not get late. I want to like show here. So we can mention here, my uncle gave me a lift in his car, or then we can say here, could have got late for school. Could have got late for school means I did not get late for school. Okay, next two you should do by yourself. So now rest of these models we will understand in the next class. So dear students, if now you want to ask any question, then please come forward.